go then for a bigger grid than last time. It's the Intermax for heat number 1. As we get ready for their formation lap here. 10 drivers, like I said, and Ava Morris out there in that one. Her little brother in the Cadets. Coming towards the top bend. Let's get ready to start off this race right here. So charging down the main straight. It has been false started to begin with though. We are 3 wide at the front and it's been chucked out once again for a false start. This time looking a little bit better. It's 3rd time's a charm already, but this time it's been let go. And we are started for the first Intermax race of round number 2. So going around Billy's and through the S's. We got a car out in front already, all in blue. Going down the Sturmy straight is side by side between the 2 drivers. That all blue one. And also another one. I can't see the numbers just yet though. And that is the 71 of Jack Price. But we'll get the official order as they come on around the circuit. So towards the top bend and down the main straight we go. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready for the first Intermax heat lap 1. So it's Jacob Davis followed by Jack Price and Benjamin Lawn. Then it's Devon Taylor, Ava Morris in 5th, Riley Morgan in 6th. Rook Thompson 7th, Kian Downer in 8th, Elliot Potter 9th, and then your top 10 round off is Sam Mott in 10th. That all could have changed though as we go down into the hairpin now. We've got a contact warning for Benjamin Lawn. Jacob Davis still leading the way. Jack Price is 1 in 2nd, defending off Benjamin Lawn, Ava Morris and Devon Taylor behind. It's a pack of 4. 4th goes in front of 3rd, and that is the number 32 of Ava Morris. And she promotes herself up into 3rd and already looking for that 2nd position already as she goes down the inside at the horseshoe. Still side by side between the 2 drivers through the right-hander, and it looks like Ava Morris has already charged ahead by the looks of it. Going towards the top bend, we'll be able to confirm that one. And down the main straight they come, and once again, indeed, correct, 32 of Ava Morris charging ahead, well in front of Jacob Davis. Ava Morris, meanwhile, still leading the way with a 39.37 as the fastest lap time. And the gap being 2 seconds already between the 2. Side by side going into Billy's. It's a 14 still keeping ahead though in this 3rd position battle as that's all changed up. And the 14 is ahead of the 71. Devon Taylor making up positions as quick as possible. The 67 of Jacob Davis having a little bit of a comfortable ride there as Ava Morris has flown away. And the battle behind slowing down the drivers for that 3rd position at the moment. 2 minutes 38 left on the clock, and Ava Morris still decreasing that time there. And it's still getting faster. 38.94. She's currently 2 seconds faster than the 3rd position driver at the moment. She has some speed. Rook Thompson really finding this pace out of nowhere. He's come from the back of the grid not long ago and already sliding up the positions to catch up with our top 2 drivers at the moment, as he's currently securing his 3rd position slot as he goes over the start finish for that 3rd position swap, as you see it on the YouTube live stream now. Ava Morris is backing off his pace just slightly. Side by side between the 2 drivers, that is Elliot Potter and Devon Taylor as they go into Billy's. Going down the inside, and another factor to play right now, it is starting to drizzle. So those using their wet tyres out there are still going to have a little bit of an advantage. So will this change it up before the end of the race, or will it affect other races later on? It is only a drizzle. Last lap though, going out to a very speedy Ava Morris. The back positions changing up ever so much, but round the right-hander we go as we focus on our leader, who flown away from starting within the midfield, but coming down the main straight and taking the checkered flag. It's going to be the number 32 of Ava Morris. And roughly over 9.5 seconds later comes our second position of Jacob Davis. Then in third at the end of this one will be Rook Thompson, and then it'll be followed by Devon Taylor. Then Sam Mott will claim fifth right at the end there, followed by Elliot Potter in sixth. Jack Price will take seventh, Riley Morgan in eighth, Kian Downer in ninth, and Benjamin Lawn will round out your top 10 for the Intermax heat number 1. Fast lap time goes to our winner of that race, Ava Morris, with a 38.80. So the conditions have changed, and so has the class that's out on circuit. It's the Intermax for heat number 2. Billy's is a blur. So down the main straight we come, and let's get ready, because this time we are race going for the Intermax for their second heat. It's wet. I don't know who is where at the start, but I know someone has spun. I can just about make out what's going on out there. It's very slippery. Into Billy's we go. So it's Kian Downer, followed by Ava Morris, and Jacob Davis, and it's Sam Mott. Then it's Benjamin Lawn, followed by Jack Price and Rook Thompson. Elliot Potter will be in 8th. Devon Taylor in 9th, and then Riley Morgan in 10th. So down the main straight we come. Ava Morris charging on down. Jacob Davis in 2nd. Kian Downer 3rd. Sam Mott 4th. Benjamin Lawn 5th. So another lap completed. 5 laps done of this race. 3 minutes 38 left on the clock, and the conditions not looking like they want to change anytime soon. Ava Morris still leading the way. Jacob Davis, though, the number 67, is finding some pace and slowly catching up with Ava Morris, but also being careful to tread carefully in the corners to make sure that you don't spin out. Going into the hairpin as well. At the back of the grid, we've got some moves down the inside as a tiptoe is another word to use. The 85 utilising the curb that much. He looked like he was on top of it, and I'm not sure if he lost a position there or not. But coming down the main straight we go for our leader. That is the 32 of Ava Morris. Let's see what we get throughout the rest of this race. A very slow race. A very careful race from these drivers, and a lot of them are showing off their practice from the wet practice and putting it to action here. 26 of Kian Downer going just into the right-hander next. What is the end of this race, and taking the checker flag is going to be Ava Morris, who finishes out in front. Jacob Davis will take 2nd, Kian Downer in 3rd, Sam Mott will take 4th, Benjamin Lawn in 5th, Rook Thompson in 6th, Elliot Potter 7th, Jack Price in 8th, Devon Taylor in 9th. That is your top 9 for the runners. We had Riley Morgan pop into the pits, the 52, at some point during this race. And meanwhile, fast lap goes to Ava Morris, a very steady but quick 49.62. So let's go for the Intermax for their 3rd heat here, as the fog thickens. Let's see what we get from these 10 drivers. 8 minutes plus a lap. They'll be emerging somewhere at the top very shortly. So down they come, and we have been false started on this one. Right, so somewhere, once again, emerging from the top bend. Let's see if it's good to go this time round, and that is a negative. So 3rd time's a charm, hopefully. So I actually don't quite know what's going on. They have got, some of the marshals are popping out red flags.
A few moments later.
Meanwhile, I'm going to take a break from commentary. I know it's Intermax out at the moment. I'm going to go and get myself something to eat, because I'm not really sure what's going on. So yeah, we shall return a little bit later on and continue the rest of the heats here on the YouTube live stream. By the sounds of it, everything's going to be going and so we're going to be getting as quick as we can. We're going to get through everything. We're going to speed through the rest of this because it is 3:10. We've got to be finished roughly around about 5:05. So we've got to cram a lot of racing. So do be expected to have potentially smaller. Well, when I say smaller, I mean smaller lengthed races. Right, so once again, emerging from somewhere, we should be able to see the Intermax flying on down. And we are getting going straight away for the Intermax heat number 3. So through the S's they go, and down the back straight. I'll have to let you know as soon as I can get any updates for running order, etc, etc. And emerge from the top bend. We'll give you as much commentary as we can with the vision that we have. So, starting off with Ava Morris leading the way, followed by Elliot Potter, then Riley Morgan. Benjamin Lawn is in 4th, Jacob Davis 5th, Kian Downer in 6th, Devon Taylor in 7th, and then Rook Thompson in 8th position. Kart number 11 at the back of the grid, and real close to the back of the grid as well, as it's all relatively close between one another in that area. So flying on down, Ava Morris with a bit of a lead, that lead being 1.5 seconds. Benjamin Lawn up into 3rd, Jacob Davis up into 4th, Kian Downer up into 5th, Riley Morgan down to 6th position, and then Rook Thompson up into 7th. And down the inside, just emerging from the fog, is the number 11 of Rook Thompson, making a move up into, I think that might have been 5th position there. So side by side for some going into the right-hander. They sort of disappear for me until they emerge where Ava Morris did, where she is taken on to the next lap. The 85 starting to close the gap between himself and Elliot Potter in front as they go into Billy's a bit invisible. So coming into the horseshoe now is our 2nd and 3rd place drivers. 17 still ahead of the 85. Benjamin Lawn just trying to stay on to the back of Elliot Potter and potentially waiting out the next minute and a bit. So down comes Ava Morris over the start finish line. And with the signs of fog, the 17 and the 85 going over the lines as well. Kian Downer also starting to catch up towards Elliot Potter and Benjamin Lawn. And it's Ava Morris still leading the way and jumping into the 44.7s now with her pace in her kart. She is just under a second quicker than the rest of the field at the moment. The gap 6.27 seconds. So making sure that she secures that top spot as I use the driver track on the right hand side of the alpha timing screen to have a look where roughly the drivers are. So we're going on to the last lap then. So next time we see Ava Morris, which is right now, we'll be seeing also the last lap board. Well, people won't be on the YouTube live stream, but we will be here at the circuit. So around Billy's we go, and through the S's goes Ava Morris. Absolutely stormed and sped away in this race, leading from the first couple of laps, and has just shown her pace outright in this damp track that we have here. So she's going into the right-hander, and then will soon be visible at the top bend for those who are around that area anyway. And then coming down the main straight soon will be, there we go, will be the winner for heat number 3 after a long wait. It's the Intermax heat 3 winner, Ava Morris, who will take first position. In 2nd will be Elliot Potter, followed by Benjamin Lawn. Kian Downer will be in 4th, so managed to catch up with the 2nd and 3rd place drivers. Rook Thompson will end up in 5th, with Jacob Davis in 6th, Devon Taylor in 7th, and Riley Morgan in 8th. And Ava Morris with the fastest lap time of a 44.77. And like I said, she was at times a second quicker than the rest of the field.